नमस्कार, स्वागत है आप सभी का मोजो स्टोरी पे। वेलकम टू मोजो स्टोरी एंड व्हाट वी आर डिस्कसिंग टुडे इज वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट न्यूज ऑफ previous year and in fact this year as well. On 9th of August 2024, there was a tragedy which took place at Rgkar Medical Hospital in Kolkata. A 30-year-old trainee PG second year doctor was raped brutally and then murdered. The accused were then detained. The principal of the college was also made a suspect, and then there were discussions around justice. Today, it is the day when a special court in Kolkata, a Sialda court, is going to announce the verdict on the Rgkar rape and murder case. Will the victim or the victim of the brutal rape and murder, I would rather say, get justice or not is the biggest question of today. Recently, the hearing is already going on, and we shall have the verdict as soon as possible at any moment. I would rather say, but the father of victim, the girl who was raped and then brutally murdered, has come up and he has said things about how they were not allowed and how they could not go to the court and what else he has to say. Let us just first hear to the father.
बोला है जो कोर्ट में आपको रुद्र द्वार सुनानी होता था उसमें आप लोगों का जाने का इजाजत नहीं था।
सीबीआई और हमारा जो लॉयर है उसने बार बार बोला है हमको कोर्ट नहीं जा सकते।
क्यों?
हमको मालूम नहीं था। हमको कभी कोर्ट में तो नहीं गया, क्या होता है कोर्ट में क्या नहीं होता है हमको मालूम नहीं, इसलिए ये मौका लेके हमको ऐसे भड़का दिया।
आपको मौका नहीं दिया गया बोलने के?
पहले बोला है, हम तो पहले दिन साक्षी दिया है, उसका बाद हम कभी कोर्ट में क्या हो रहा है क्या चल रहा है नहीं जानते थे।
आपने कोशिश किया था जाने के लिए?
पहले तो हम घर में बैठा हुआ था, उसका बाद एक दो दिन से जान के जब बोला है उन लोगों को हम कोर्ट में जाएंगे तो अभी उन लोग केस छोड़ के चला गया ना।
बोले मामी ने रोई थी वहाँ जाने के लिए, कोर्ट में अंदर जाने दीजिए।
नहीं, जो सेमिनार रूम में जब लड़की का बॉडी पड़ा हुआ था हमको 3 घंटे अटक के रखा था बारान कॉरिडोर में। उस टाइम में माँ ने पुलिस को पाँव पकड़ के बोल रहा था हमको थोड़ा जाने दीजिए, लड़की को देखने दीजिए। उन्होंने बोला तदंतर चल रहा है, अभी आप बैठिए, देखा नहीं जा सकते आप।
सीबीआई आपको बार बार बुलाता था वहाँ पे? सीबीआई बुला के आप लोगों से बातचीत?
सीबीआई का भी बुलाया नहीं। सीबीआई आया था 2-3 बार घर में आया, लेकिन कुछ तदंतर के बारे में कुछ बोलता है, हम काम आगे बढ़ रहा है यही बोलता है और कुछ नहीं बोलते थे।
सीजीओ में आपने
हम कभी नहीं गया है।
आपको कुछ पूछा था उन लोग?
वो आके पूछताछ किया है, पहले दिन आया, लेकिन जो इसका जो रिपोर्ट हमको दिया है, हम लोग जो बात बोला था वो सब नहीं उसने लिखा है।
आप लोग सोच रहे थे किस को पूछना चाहिए था जो सीबीआई ने नहीं पूछा है अभी तक? कोर्ट में एक्शन
उस रात में जो ड्यूटी पे था हॉस्पिटल में वो तो कुछ ना कुछ जानता है, उसको पूछताछ नहीं किया। और ड्यूटी रोस्टर जो है होता है ना जो कॉलेज का, वो भी नहीं कलेक्ट किया है सीबीआई अभी तक।
आपका लड़की के चेहरे में बाइट था कुछ बोल रहे थे, क्या था?
इधर एक बाइट था, इधर एक बाइट था, लेकिन उससे कोई स्वाब कलेक्ट नहीं किया।
और जो पोस्टमार्टम के लिए आप लोग
पोस्टमार्टम जो किया है आप देखिएगा तो आपको मालूम पड़ जाएगा। आप फॉरेंसिक मेडिसिन का आदमी हो या नहीं हो, थोड़ा पढ़ के आपको मालूम पड़ जाएगा। जो पोस्टमार्टम रिपोर्ट लिखा है उसमें कोई एविडेंस जो कड़क एविडेंस नहीं है। बोला है कि है हो सकता है, नहीं भी हो सकता है, ऐसे रिपोर्ट सब लिख दिया।
आज राय घोषणा होने वाला है कि उसके बाद भी कहाँ ऑकरेंस हुआ था, मगर अभी तक उसका पता नहीं चल रहा है।
सीबीआई कोशिश नहीं कर रहा है निकालने का।
इसके लिए क्या टाला था ना ओसी या कोई पॉलिटिकल या कोई प्रेशर?
ये तो कोई ना कोई तो है ही, नहीं तो ऐसा क्या ऐसे हो रहा है। मेरा लड़की को मार दिया गया, कोई ना कोई तो बात है इसका।
तो संजय रॉय अकेला नहीं,
और भी डीएनए रिपोर्ट जो है उसमें तो चार लड़का और एक लड़की का उपस्थिति उसमें दिखाई दे रहा है।
अच्छा, संजय राय का जो डेथ सेंटेंस कोई भी सजा हो, आप लोग कैसे लेंगे उसको?
उसमें साझा होगा और भी जो इसके साथ जुड़ा हुआ है सबको साझा मिलने से हमको थोड़ा सा सुकून मिलेगा।
जब तक ये नहीं होगा आप लोग क्या करेंगे?
तब तक कोर्ट का दर्जा खटखटाएंगे और आदमी को, सारे देश का आदमी को फिर बोलेंगे आप लोग आंदोलन में रहिए। जो आदमी ऐसे कर रहा है उसका पीछे आप आवाज उठाइए।
इस केस को लेके जो डॉक्टर लोग आंदोलन में गया था उसके ऊपर भी तो कुछ ना कुछ प्रेशर बढ़ रहा है, कुछ ना कुछ हो रहा है।
लेकिन उसको जो हमारा राज्य सरकार है उसको आंदोलन बंद करने का कोशिश कर रहा है, लेकिन आंदोलन में उसका क्या नुकसान हो रहा है इसका ये नहीं देख रहा है।
So this was late victim's father. He says that the lawyer and CBI has told them that they cannot go to the court and they cannot attend the hearing particularly. And at this time, when I speak to you, ladies and gentlemen, we have already the hearing going on, and we are expecting that the verdict can be here at 2:30 or at any moment. I've been joined by Anushna. Anushna is a protester in the Rgkar movement, and she also represents the organization Raat Do Call Din Bodol, which I would rather ask Anushna to explain what does it mean. But Anushna, what are you expecting out of the verdict? At any moment, the verdict can be here, and the father says that we are expecting that we will be served justice. And obviously, I mean, any father at this particular stage will expect the best justice to be served to the daughter, whatever happened to their family. Sanjay Roy has been brought to the court, is what I am being informed as the hearing goes on. What do you expect out of this verdict, Anushna?
Like every other citizen of this country, I also expect that the, the girl who was brutally raped and murdered in Rgkar, she gets justice. But I also know this that from previous experiences, like in the Nirbhaya case, also we saw that it took almost 7 years to provide justice to the victim. And furthermore, I believe that many people are also expecting that there would be like there's a dilemma between whether it will be hanging or a life sentence. So what I believe is that matlab, hanging is not a solution. Matlab, in Nirbhaya case also we saw that they got that punishment only, capital punishment, but it didn't solve anything, right? In our country, rape cases are increasing. In our country, the numbers that they show, many of the cases they are not even reported. Every day, each and every day, so many women they get raped, from 6 months old babies to 90-year-old women. So I don't think that capital punishment is the answer, but yes, I am expecting some concrete justice to be delivered. So yes, that's what I'm expecting.
Yeah, I mean, you're indeed correct, Anushna. We have multiple cases of rape being reported in this country, and unfortunately, the number of cases, rape cases, which are not reported are much more higher than those which are reported. So, capital punishment is not the solution, is what you think. But let me ask you these two things. Dr. Sandeep Ghosh, who happened to be the principal of the college at the time this incident took place, later he was suspended and then he was arrested as well, and he was interrogated for the same. Uh,
Yeah.
is one of the suspects. I mean, not the DNA report and other things. If we match his sample, he was not involved in that manner. But obviously, the administrative decisions which he took and the decisions of and the incidents of tampering with the evidences and other things, he is also being equally held responsible for whatever happened in the Ajikar hospital on the night of 9th of August. Do you think
Mhm.
that Dr. Sandeep Ghosh should also be punished in some manner so that the family of the late victim feels or they are served justice in the manner they want it to be?
Of course, I want like all of the people who have been involved. Like the father said a while ago, that there's not only one person or two persons involved in this, because it's a huge crime and it has exposed the lines, the corruption that is breeding inside the institutions, right? So there's not just one person or two people involved. There's a numerous people are being
Hmm,
involved, and there's like active attempts are being made to like cover up for them. So I
hmm.
I would want, of course, like everyone involved, they should get punished accordingly.
Hmm. I also remember speaking to multiple doctors from different colleges when we were reporting the story deep rootedly. So I was told by a lot of doctors that there's a kind of a syndicate going on in Kolkata and especially in West Bengal as far as the medical colleges are concerned. So that's what they were also
Mm,
fighting against, and we also saw some of the doctors protesting, and they set on a hunger strike. In order to
yeah.
demand justice for this late victim. Anushna, you are a student yourself. You have been a protester.
Mm.
Do you think that there has been some sort of an irresponsible behavior from both the governments? Let's say the state government, the Mamata Banerjee government, and the other government I would like to talk about is the central government. How the central government responded to the issue? Did you at any point of time feel that the issue is being politicized and none of the politicians are actually trying to help the protesters or the family of the victim to get justice?
If I particularly point out, then yes, the issue has been
Hmm,
politicized to great many levels. None of the
hmm,
politicians, none of the existing political parties are actually like being beneficial to the cause. They are just jumping
hmm,
to everything just for their political propaganda and their political gain. And
hmm,
if I want to say the role played by central government, yes, they deployed CBI to handle the
hmm,
investigation, but we all saw what they did. Like 90
hmm,
days were passed and they couldn't provide any evidence against Shondeep Ghosh, so he was let out.
hmm,
So why there is this callousness regarding the investigation? So of course, central government should
hmm.
also be held accountable in this case.
Also, as we speak about this, Anushna, we have BJP spokesperson Shahzad Poonawalla. He spoke to the media agency ANI, and he said things about the verdict, which can be here at any moment. Let us first hear to what
Okay.
Shahzad Poonawalla said.
देखिए, आज आरजीकर मामले में वर्डिक्ट ज़रूर आएगा, पर न्याय होगा या नहीं, इसका फैसला तो जनता और जो प्रोटेस्टिंग डॉक्टर्स हैं वही बताएंगे। क्योंकि एक फीलिंग थी, एक लोगों को लग रहा था कि केवल एक आदमी का काम ये हो सकता है। जिस प्रकार से एविडेंस को डिस्ट्रॉय किया गया, जिस प्रकार से टीएमसी की सरकार ने वहाँ के जो हॉस्पिटल के प्रिंसिपल थे उनको तुरंत बचाने के लिए और उनको प्रमोट करने के लिए प्रयास किए, जिस प्रकार से वहाँ की सरकार और पुलिस का रवैया आरजीकर पीड़िता के माता पिता के प्रति रहा, जिसके बारे में सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने भी और उनके माता पिता ने भी बोला, ऐसा लगता है कि सरकार की प्राथमिकता बेटी को न्याय दिलाओ नहीं, बलात्कारी बचाओ थी। और टीएमसी के कई नेताओं ने जिस प्रकार के धमकी भरे शब्द प्रोटेस्टिंग डॉक्टर्स के प्रति बोले, यहां तक कि उनके एक सांसद ने तो इस्तीफा भी दे दिया, ये कहते हुए कि ममता दीदी की सरकार पूरी तरह से फेल हुई है। तो मुझे लगता है वर्डिक्ट तो जरूर आएगा, पर न्याय तो तब मिलेगा जब पीड़िता के माता पिता को लगेगा कि जो सारे अपराधी थे इस कृत्य के पीछे, उनको सजा मिली है और ममता दीदी द्वारा बचाया नहीं गया है।
Now, Shahzad Poonawalla says that many of the TMC leaders used threatening words against the doctors who were protesting at Rgkar Hospital or at multiple sites in Kolkata at that particular point. Anushka, you have been there, you have been protesting for this particular cause, you have been protesting for justice. Please take me through those times. What were the times you have gone through, and what was the scenario particularly? Because Shahzad Poonawalla, although he belongs to BJP, he's an opposition party in West Bengal right now, and it is quite obvious that he will make and BJP will make such allegations on TMC. But I want to know it from you that please take me through that time. What was exactly happening those days?
See, in those days when the protests were almost happening every day, we have heard like reports in Kolkata. I personally didn't face anything, but from several
Hmm,
areas, we heard that the police were behaving very rudely. They were
hmm,
the TMC goons. They were attacking the protesters, and some were
hmm,
injured very badly. So
hmm,
yes, there were reports, and I would want to say that we should hold the TMC government accountable as well. But
hmm,
the main problem is that nobody is talking about the systemic changes that we need to bring on in the society, because the rape cases, these are not something that that will stop, because you see
right.
that even 6 months old babies are not being spared, right? And when people say, when the society, they point out that it is the fault of the girl, the fault of the victim, that what kind of clothes was she wearing, at how what time of the night she was alone, outside on the streets, why was she alone, why was she alone at that hour of the night, when of course the
Hmm,
men of the society do not have to face these questions. So the point is that if we don't bring about systemic changes, these things won't stop. And yes, the like in case of Abhaya, we saw that the protests, they went on for 3 to 4 months, like constantly, continuously. It's
hmm,
still going on. But the point
hmm,
is that for how long will we protest? Because because we saw in the case of Nirbhaya, it took 7 years to get justice. But of course, I'm
hmm,
not saying that doesn't mean that we will not protest. But of course, but for how long? The next case will also happen, and will again get down on the streets and again protest the next case, and then for how long will we do this? If we do not bring on
hmm.
systemic changes in the society, it's not possible to like stop these rape cases.
Which I agree with you, Anushna, to some extent, because protest obviously is a way to reflect your anger and obviously is a way to ask questions, certain difficult questions to the government or to the
Yeah.
authorities. But protest, in most of the cases, doesn't lead you to a solution or to a longer term solution. As you have said, rape is a bigger, wider problem in our country, unfortunately,
Yeah.
and we need
Yeah.
to take certain serious steps and at least to amend our systems to some extent so that it can be stopped. But for our viewers who have joined us now, I would like to recollect and tell you again that we are waiting for the verdict on Rgkar rape and murder case, which took place on 9th of August in 2024 in Kolkata's Medical College, Rgkar College. Prime accused Sanjay Roy has been brought to the court in the Sialda court, and the hearing is going on. We may have the verdict at any point of time. For our viewers who have joined us now, I would like you all to listen to what the father of late victim said, as he told media that he could not go to the court and CBI and his lawyers have told him to not to go to the court. Let us first hear to what father of the victim said.
बोला है जो कोर्ट में आपको रुद्र द्वार सुनानी होता था उसमें आप लोगों का जाने का जरूरत नहीं था।
सीबीआई और हमारा जो लॉयर है उसने बार बार बोला है हमको कोर्ट नहीं जा सकते।
क्यों?
हमको मालूम नहीं था, हमको कभी कोर्ट में तो नहीं गया, क्या होता है कोर्ट में क्या नहीं होता है हमको मालूम नहीं, इसलिए ये मौका लेके हमको ऐसे भड़का दिया।
आपको मौका नहीं दिया गया बोलने के?
पहले बोला है, हम तो पहले दिन साक्षी दिया है, उसका बाद हम कभी कोर्ट में क्या हो रहा है क्या चल रहा है नहीं जानते थे।
आपने कोशिश किया था जाने के लिए?
पहले तो हम घर में बैठा हुआ था, उसका बाद एक दो दिन से जान के जब बोला है उन लोगों को हम कोर्ट में जाएंगे तो अभी उन लोग केस छोड़ के चला गया।
ना बोले मम्मी ने रोई थी वहाँ जाने के लिए कि कोर्ट में अंदर जाने दीजिए।
नहीं, जो सेमिनार रूम में जो लड़की का बॉडी पड़ा हुआ था हमको 3 घंटे अटक के रखा था बारान कॉरिडोर में। उस टाइम में माँ ने पुलिस को पाँव पकड़ के बोल रहा था हमको थोड़ा जाने दीजिए, लड़की को देखने दीजिए। उन्होंने बोला तदंतर चल रहा है, अभी आप बैठिए, नहीं जा सकते आप।
सीबीआई आपको बार बार बुलाता था वहाँ पे? सीबीआई बुला के आप लोगों से बातचीत?
सीबीआई का भी बुलाया नहीं। सीबीआई आया था 2-3 बार घर में आया, लेकिन कुछ तदंतर के बारे में कुछ बोलता है, हम काम आगे बढ़ रहा है यही बोलता है और कुछ नहीं बोलते थे।
सीजीओ में आपने
हम कभी नहीं गया है।
आपको कुछ पूछा था उन लोग?
वो आके पूछताछ किया है, पहले दिन आया, लेकिन जो इसका जो रिपोर्ट हमको दिया है, हम लोग जो बात बोला था वो सब नहीं उसने लिखा है।
आप लोग सोच रहे थे किस किस को पूछना चाहिए था जो सीबीआई ने नहीं पूछा है अभी तक? कोर्ट में एक्शन
उस रात में जो ड्यूटी पे था हॉस्पिटल में वो तो कुछ ना कुछ जानता है, उसको पूछताछ नहीं किया। और ड्यूटी रोस्टर जो है होता है ना जो कॉलेज का, वो भी नहीं कलेक्ट किया है सीबीआई अभी तक।
आपका लड़की के चेहरे में बाइट था कुछ बोल रहे थे, क्या था?
इधर एक बाइट था, इधर एक बाइट था, लेकिन उससे कोई स्वाब कलेक्ट नहीं किया।
और जो पोस्टमार्टम के लिए आप लोग?
पोस्टमार्टम जो किया है आप देखिएगा तो आपको मालूम पड़ जाएगा। आप फॉरेंसिक मेडिसिन का आदमी हो या नहीं हो, थोड़ा पढ़ के आपको मालूम पड़ जाएगा। जो पोस्टमार्टम रिपोर्ट लिखा है उसमें कोई एविडेंस जो कड़क एविडेंस नहीं है। बोला है कि है हो सकता है, नहीं भी हो सकता है, ऐसे रिपोर्ट सब लिख दिया।
आज राय घोषणा होने वाला है कि उसके बाद भी कहाँ ऑकरेंस हुआ था, मगर अभी तक उसका पता नहीं चल रहा है।
सीबीआई कोशिश नहीं कर रहा है निकलने का।
इसके लिए क्या टाला था ना ओसी या कोई पॉलिटिकल या कोई पेशा?
ये तो कोई ना कोई तो है ही, नहीं तो ऐसे हो रहा है। मेरा लड़की को मार दिया गया, कोई ना कोई तो बात है इसका।
तो संजय राय अकेला नहीं?
नहीं, और भी डीएनए रिपोर्ट जो है उसमें तो चार लड़का और एक लड़की का उपस्थिति उसमें दिखाई दे रहा है।
अच्छा, संजय राय का जो डेथ सेंटेंस कोई भी सजा हो आप लोग कैसे लेंगे उसको?
उसमें साजा होगा और भी जो इसके साथ जुड़ा हुआ है सबको साजा मिलने से हमको थोड़ा सा सुकून मिलेगा।
जब तक ये नहीं होगा आप लोग क्या करेंगे?
तब तक कोर्ट का दर्जा खटखटाएंगे और आदमी को, सारे देश का आदमी को फिर बोलेंगे आप लोग आंदोलन में रहिए। जो आदमी ऐसे कर रहा है उसका पीछे आप आवाज उठाइए।
इस केस को लेके जो डॉक्टर लोग आंदोलन में गया था उसके ऊपर भी तो कुछ ना कुछ प्रेशर बढ़ रहा है, कुछ ना कुछ हो रहा है।
लेकिन उसको जो हमारा राज्य सरकार है उसको आंदोलन बंद करने का कोशिश कर रहा है, लेकिन आंदोलन में उसका क्या नुकसान हो रहा है इसका ये नहीं देख रहा है।
And Anushna, I would like to congratulate you. I have this breaking news coming in from courtroom number 210. Justice Anirban Das has pronounced Sanjay Roy guilty of rape and murder for the doctor at Rgkar College, the incident which took place at 9th of August in 2024, Anushna. Sanjay Roy has been declared, he's been pronounced guilty. Congratulations to you, and how would you like
Yeah.
to react to it?
Yeah, this is a huge news because in half of the rape cases that are being reported in the country or in the state, they don't get justice like this. This is a first step towards the getting justice. So I'm very happy to hear that he has been pronounced guilty.
Yes, Sanjay Roy, who was said to be a civil volunteer of West Bengal Police, his headphone actually indeed was found at the place of incident, which made police arrest him, and then later on the investigation took place, the interrogation took place, and CBI took over the case, and a 45-page charge sheet was filed in the court, ladies and gentlemen, and today a Sialda court in courtroom number 210, Justice Anirban Das has pronounced Sanjay Roy guilty of rape and murder. How he brutally raped the doctor and then brutally raped her. So this actually is a victory for the parents of the late victim of the doctor who was raped and killed, and also to those who were protesting at Rgkar Medical College. The protests which took place for more than 90 days, and in some places protests are still going on. And after this, we are expecting that as the judiciary of our country works, the case may move to the High Court and then later on to the Supreme Court. The accused, or now I would rather say the guilty guy, Sanjay Roy, who has been pronounced guilty by the Sialda court, may move to the higher court and the Supreme Court for seeking some relief. But Supreme Court and High Court, what they would rather pronounce in their justice is a thing which we'll all have to look for. But right now, the biggest news and the breaking news is that Sialda court has pronounced Sanjay Roy guilty of rape and murder of the doctor at Rgkar Medical College. Anushna, thank you so much for joining us. It was great
Yeah.
having you, discussing with you. And again, I would like to congratulate you because you have been protesting in this whole scenario, and you being a girl, it also is a victory for all the women in our country. Obviously, there are multiple things which we still need to correct, and still things
Yes.
which still have a lot of scope of improvement in our country in order to make all the girls and all the women in our country feel safe. But congratulations to you. Congratulations to all the people who have been protesting, and all the girls out there who have been seeking justice for the doctor at Rgkar College. Anushna, thank you so much for joining us. We'll catch you
Yeah.
all again. Thank you so much for all of our audiences for watching this live. Take care.
It's great to see you here. Thank you for watching our work. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the bell icon and subscribe to Mojo Story and support independent, robust journalism.